Hey guys, welcome back to the channel djmoetv. Today we are doing rigs, catfishing rigs. I'm going to be showing you the best rigs out there that you can tie it up to catch fish from the bank, guys. So spring is almost here, as you guys know, and I can't wait to get out there and catch fish. So I want to share these techniques and these rigs for you guys so you can learn how to do them, tie them, and catch more fish. So let's get into it. Okay guys, the first rig I'm gonna show you is the Carolina rig. This is one of the most efficient rig out there, especially if you're fishing from the bank. You can fish this rig from the boat, from the pier, anywhere, but I love to use this rig when I'm fishing from the bank. Okay, if you learn anything on this video, please learn this technique. This rig right here will definitely help you to catch fish from the bank, guys. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to tie it, so let's get into it.
Alright guys, let's tie this Carolina rig. You're gonna need a circle hook. This is a Gamakatsu octopus hook. You're gonna need a swivel. This is the one we'll be using today. You need a bead. This is a plastic bead, but you can use a glass bead if you want to. I actually prefer the glass bead better, but that's all I have today. And this is a sliding weight with a lead on it. This is a 1 ounce lead. This is really good to cast far away, guys. You also need a piece of leader material. This is an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader right here. This is what I'll be using today. And to get started, guys, first we're gonna attach your leader to the hook. So you can do whatever knot you feel comfortable with. We're gonna be doing a snell knot on this one right here. So just come this way. If you guys know how to do a snell knot, it's super simple. Go ahead and do quick snell knot. There you go. Now you're gonna attach your swivel on the other side. So on this side right here, you wanna do a uni knot. I feel like the uni knot is the strongest knot out there and the easiest one to do. So go ahead and do quick uni knot. Alright, there you go. So now you're gonna bring your main line here, and first you're gonna put your sliding weight in there, just like that. After that, you want to put your bead, your plastic bead on there. Now, the reason for the bead is to protect my knot. So this way it's gonna be hitting against the swivel, and the bead is gonna absorb all the impact, and it's gonna protect the knot that I'm gonna have on the swivel. Now, I'm gonna attach my main line to the other side of the swivel, just like this. Now I'm gonna do a quick clinch knot because this line is actually heavy line. So couple loops onto the loop right here, and then just tie it up right there. There you go, guys.
All right guys, so this is what we end up with. So we have a main line right here, or weight, that's sliding weight right there. We got the bead to protect the knot. You have the swivel right there, and then you have your leader and your hook right here. So I have probably like a foot of leader. That's how much I like to have. Probably a little bit short sometimes, but yeah, this rig is really effective in the water. You can catch a lot of fish with it, so definitely need to tie one of them and try it out, guys. All right guys, the next one I got to show you is a 3-way swivel rig. This is another rig that you can use in the bottom, and you can fish it from the bank, guys. Another really effective rig. It actually helps you to fish and not get tangled up. You know, when you get all those tangles, especially when catfish bites your bait and starts spinning, you don't want to get tangles, and you don't want to get your weight tangled up. So you can use this rig to avoid all that. So let me show you how to tie that one up.
Okay, the 3-way swivel. You're obviously gonna need a 3-way swivel. This is how it looks like. They sell it every tackle shop, have them. It's pretty much a swivel with 3 ways, right? Then you're gonna need some lead. This is a 1 ounce lead and a hook. This is an octopus Gamakatsu circle hook. So you're also gonna need 2 pieces of leader. Now, one is gonna go towards the hook, and the other one is gonna go towards your weight. Now, the important thing about this is the leader from the hook to the swivel. It has to be longer than the piece of leader from the weight to the swivel. So let's get it tied up. All right guys, so I got my leader material right here. This is a 12-inch fluorocarbon leader, 8-pound and we're gonna be attaching this to a hook. We're gonna use a snell knot, really simple knot. Go for the front of the hook, pinch it in place, then we're gonna go a couple loops around it, then grab the other end of the leader and go back from the back of the hook to the front and pull it tight. So now the hook is attached to the leader. So now we're gonna take the other end of the leader and we're gonna attach it to one of the sides of the swivel right here. So you can use whatever knot you want to use. I'm just gonna be using a clinch knot really quick just because it's the fastest knot I know how to tie. I'm gonna go around a couple loops. There you go, guys. So now you have your swivel attached to your hook, okay? Now we got another piece of leader material and we're gonna be attaching our weight to it. So again, pretty simple. Yeah, I'm going ahead and do a uni knot just because I know it's a really strong knot. There we go. And now we're gonna attach the other end to the other end of a swivel here. It doesn't matter which side you use. Right, we'll do a quick clinch knot. Alright, so now you have your swivel attached to your weight. On the other side you have your swivel attached to your hook. Now, like you can see, the length of the leader for the hook is actually longer than the length of the leader for the weight. That's gonna help you to stay untangled out there. It's gonna be really easy to get everything untangled if you ever get untangled. Now, the last thing you wanna do is you're gonna bring your main line here, this is your main line, and you're gonna attach it straight to that swivel right there, the last spot on the swivel. Okay, and again, just do a quick knot right there, making sure that all your knots are good. Just do a clinch knot. There you go, guys. Now these cannot get tangled. So now all you gotta do is clean all my tag ends. Easy. And there you go, guys. So main line, this goes to my hook, and this one goes to my weight, just like that. So you can cast this, and the fish gonna go for the bait, and it's not gonna feel the weight because the weight is in a completely different swivel, and then you're gonna feel the fish before the fish actually feels the weight. And you can cast it so far out and it will never get tangled because all of this is spin right here. See? So you can't really get tangled with this. There you go. That's a 3-way swivel, guys.
All right, guys. The next one is the high-low rig. Some people call it the chicken rig. This one consists with 2 hooks in the weight, and you can actually target fish a little bit above the bottom, in the middle of the water column, depending on the depth. So this one is good to find where the fish at and to see what depth they're actually biting, guys. So let me show you how to tie that one.
All right, guys, the next one is the high-low rig. This is the simplest one of all of them. Actually, I think this is the one I can tie the fastest, and it's really effective to find the fish, guys. This is called the fish finder rig. It's called the chicken rig. I call it the high-low rig. So I like to tie this one straight to my main line. So I got my main line here. It's just easier for me to tie it straight to the main line. You can use a swivel if you want to, but for the most part, I don't seem to have any problems if I tie it on the main line. So all you want to do is you want to come, grab your main line, and then just feed your first hook, okay? So this one you're gonna need 2 hooks, as you guys can see. And then you wanna give yourself at least a foot or so, maybe a little more, okay? Then what you wanna do is you wanna do a loop knot. So you wanna grab the hook, just like that, okay? Then you grab both ends and then just make an overhand knot with both of the ends, just like that, okay? Feed the hook through, all right? And the trick is that you wanna pull all the ends at the same time apart, just like this, okay? So you can see there's a loop knot right there, and then a hook is in there, okay? Now the next thing we're gonna do is you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna do the same thing, but 6 inches below the first hook, okay? So grab the end. That's why we gave ourselves a lot of line. Grab the end of the line, go back and feed your second hook through, all right? Feed your second hook through. Once you're like 6 inches or 8 inches away from your first hook, see, my first hook is right here. So I'm gonna have at least 6 inches away from the first hook. That's gonna avoid getting tangled. Now we're gonna do another loop knot. So all you do is you grab both of the ends, make an overhand knot, right? Feed the hook through, just like that, okay? Now set it up and then pull all the sides at the same time. There you go. That's your loop knot right there, okay? So you have your 2 hooks already attached to your line, okay? Hence the high-low name for this rig. And now all you have to do is attach your weight at the end, all right? So this is the 1 ounce weight that I'm gonna be using, and I'm gonna be using a clinch knot for the lead, okay? So let's do a quick clinch knot. There you go, guys. So you have your lead that's gonna allow you to cast really far away. You got 6 inches of your line. You got your first hook, and then 6 inches of your line after you got your other hook. So as you guys can imagine, this hook on my left right here, on your left, is gonna be higher on the water column, the hook on the right, but they're both gonna be above the bottom. So this one is gonna help you to find the fish and find out what depth are they biting on. So really effective rig, really easy to tie. Try it, guys.
The last rig I want to show you guys is a bobber rig. I modified this rig so you'll be able to use it for the bank, and you'll be able to target different depths in the water column. That way you can catch more fish, guys. So let's get into it.
All right, guys, this is the bobber rig right here. I made a little modification to it. As you guys can see, we got a big bobber here. This is gonna help you cast really far away. This is a bobber that got a lead on the end that actually helps to keep the bobber straight up in the water. You also have a circle hook here, beads. We got a bobber stopper, and we have a swivel right here. So we also have a piece of leader material. This is an 8-pound fluorocarbon material right here that we're gonna be using. So first, we're gonna attach our hook to the leader. So again, I prefer doing the snell knot when I'm attaching my hook to my leader. Really simple knot, couple loops, really fast. Grab the other end, feed it through the back of the hook to the front, and just pull it tight. All right, there you go. So the hook is attached to the leader. Now, after that, we're gonna be using the swivel. So we're gonna grab a swivel and attach our swivel. We're gonna do a clinch knot just for purpose of time, but I actually prefer doing the uni knot, but I feel like the uni knot is actually stronger than a clinch knot. But it's up to you, whatever knot you guys want to use. There you go. So now we're attached to the swivel, as you guys can see. All right, guys, now I'm gonna bring the main line to the picture right here. This is my main line. So the first thing we're gonna be feeding through is gonna be the bobber stopper. If you guys never use a bobber stopper, it's really simple. Just feed it through with the little plastic straw material that comes with, just like that. And then all you wanna do is you wanna push the bobber stopper off that black material right there. Okay, and then depending where you want to have the bobber stopper, I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit more right here, and you can just pull on both ends just like that. See, and it's gonna stay in place right there. Okay. Actually, guys, I actually need to bring this up a little bit higher, but this is the cool part about the bobber stopper. You can actually pull it through the line just like that. I'm pulling the line through. Okay, and then I'm gonna have it right there, and again pull the ends of the string, and that's gonna keep it in place. Now we're gonna give ourselves enough space to put our bobber in there, but before we do that, we have to add a bead. So the reason why we adding a bead now is because that bead is gonna help stop the bobber from moving up, and it's gonna keep our depth, the desired depth that we want. So since this big bobber has a big hole, so if I don't put a bead there, the bobber will actually go through the bobber stopper. Now we're gonna feed the line through the bobber. This can be tricky sometimes. We're gonna keep the lead of the bobber on the end of the line, and that's how you know which way you wanna feed it through. So sometimes this can be a little tricky. You just gotta be patient and push through it. All right, guys, so we got it through. You guys can see the end tag is where the lead of the bobber is. Now we're gonna grab these and attach it to a swivel. Okay. Again, I'm gonna be using a clinch knot just because it's the fastest knot I can tie on, but I prefer doing a uni knot if I have the time. All right, and that's it, guys. So you have your hook right here, and your leader material going to your swivel, and then after that you have your bobber. In this case, is a super oversized bobber, and then you have your bead and your bobber stopper. Again, you can adjust this bobber stopper to whatever depth you want to. The cool part is that when you cast, this bobber is gonna be right by the hook, and then when it hits the water, it's gonna place itself to the depth that you want because you're using a bobber stopper. This is gonna help you with not helicoptering that bait over there, and that's gonna actually make you cast really close to shore. This one you can cast really far from the bank and still use a bobber. All right, guys, this is the bobber rig that I wanted to share. Really simple, really easy, and it catches a lot of fish.
All right, guys, that's the rigs that I recommend you to try, guys. If you haven't yet, I hope you catch a lot of fish this season. You guys know spring is coming. I'm super excited to be out there. I'm gonna be filming a lot of fishing videos this season, and hopefully you stay tuned to catch them. If you like this video, if you learn anything in this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Like this video, share it, comment. You guys know how it works. But that's it for me today, and I'll see you guys in the water. Peace.